Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6 of this, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Second down at 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to set on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards the gain there, second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, touchdown! John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. K.J. Hamler returning it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 19 carries, 84 yards and a touchdown. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down is Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first and 10, here's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Justin Herbert, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Allen Robinson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Hamler now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They start the second half here with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On On second down, it's Williams. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This is the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up.
What's up, Tyso? I'll send you an invite. Just send me, put your PSN tag in the chat.
Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Teddy Bridgewater, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you probably take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, I'm impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
His throw incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing his car. Into the hands of Snead. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Raiders trying to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. It's complete to Snead. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Carr. Snead's got it. And shutting him off, now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. One final try now for Carr. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Broncos, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.